Festival powered by Union Bank of India. Festival powered by Union.
So basically, oh, there I am. Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome. This is the first time that I am doing this via Zoom for Kalagora. I am missing the festivities out there, all the colors and the excitement and all the food and the plays and the dances that go on. But I mean, with these difficult times, we have to adapt, and that's why I'm doing this via Zoom. We might as well do this than not do it, correct? So we can have some fun together. Obviously, it won't be exactly the same as when we are there, sitting there on the museum premises, on the Kalagora premises, but let's make the best of it, okay? So, very simple. I have to think of a technique to teach you all. We're going to do a 3D sculpture in paper. We cannot do it in metal because that's not possible. You all are all sitting in your own houses. So what we'll do is very, very simple. We'll take 3 colored papers, we'll cut them up, and we'll start joining them in an abstract pattern, okay? The design that you work with will be your own. I will just show you the technique and I will leave you alone. I don't conduct craft classes where I say cut this here and fold it like this and all that. It is not so regimented. It's nice and free, so you can come up with your own designs. A few of you might have seen me do this technique before long back, but I came up with this because I thought this would be the best thing for you to do at home because it requires minimum amount of implements. Even if you don't have colored paper, ordinary paper will do. The main thing is just to have fun and create a 3D structure which is abstract, okay? So let's start, shall we? Okay. First thing I want you to do is this. I want you to take these papers. I don't know what size of papers you've got, but whatever size you've got, okay, let's cut 3 squares. And when I say 3 squares, it doesn't have to be measured, not at all. Just cut, see that? Just cut a square, or a slight rectangle also is okay, but just about this size. You see that? About roughly the size of your palm. That's it, okay? So if you've got 3 colored papers, cut 3 pieces like this. They need not be the same size. Size can vary a little. It is perfectly okay. So now I'm going to take my yellow paper. I'm going to cut it. I'm not even seeing that size. Just approximately I'm cutting it, okay? To start with. Why are we cutting the papers? Because the sculptures that we are doing, this is adequate enough, okay? We don't need more material for this. If we take the full A4 size paper, you all will be here till evening folding and cutting and folding and cutting. It takes a lot of time. So that's why, to keep the size small, we are cutting 3 of these papers. Now I'm cutting the last one, which is my red color. Like I said, colors are not important. It could be anything. Here, I'm cutting this. So let me cut a slightly longish rectangle in this, okay? Like I said, it doesn't have to be the same size. Absolutely okay. You don't need it absolutely at right angles also. Good enough. Okay, there you go. So I've got 3 papers here. Just to let you know, I've selected 3 papers for today. When you do it on your own, you can take 4 papers, 5 papers, or sometimes even only 1 paper. Good enough. Only 1 paper is also good enough. Okay, so you can actually play around with the papers. Let's see how we start this process. Okay, now, like I said, it's very simple. I will try to do it this way only, where you face me and see me doing it. At some point of time, I will change the camera view and get it down only on the sculpture, so you're able to see that also, okay? But just to start with, first, take one of these papers and start putting some random cuts on it with the scissor. Now, when you put random cuts on it, don't cut something off. Don't cut off a piece of it. What do I mean by that? Whatever you cut here, let the piece remain on it. Got it? So you put cuts in the paper, slightly curved. See that? I'm doing slightly curved. Got it? Anything. Just do few cuts as if, imagine you're drawing these lines and you're cutting along the lines, okay? Just a few cuts. Please start. Start. Just put a few cuts like this. Okay? Compose the cuts this way. So, if you think you've done enough, leave it. Okay? Enough cuts, leave it. Go at your own pace. Don't hurry up. And you will do this to all the three papers. So I'm keeping this paper aside. See, I've cut this. Okay? I'm going to keep this paper aside. And I'm going to take the other paper. Okay? Different cuts. I don't have to follow that. Just different cuts. So let me start. Let me start by doing a spiral on this. See that? I'm doing a slight spiral. Remember, do not cut anything off. Let the pieces remain. Okay? See what I'm doing? I'm cutting a spiral. It's very interesting. And it will help you to create 3D structures from simple 2D papers. Okay, see this? It already looks 3D with the spring coming out like that, isn't it? So I'm going to put a few more cuts here because I find this is only one very simple cut that I put. So I'm going to put a diagonal over here. Okay, you can design your own cuts. You don't have to follow my. Yeah, see that? Okay, I'll leave this now. Enough. Okay, let me put one more. Let me put one more cut. Okay. If anyone has questions, you all need to ping me. And if you all can put your videos on, I can see what you are doing. It will be better that way also. Right now, I don't think any one of you has got your video on. So if you can put your video on, I can see all. So it's better. I don't keep on looking at a blank screen when I'm doing this. Okay. So I got this. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to take the third sheet and I'm going to start cutting that in the same way, any haphazard fashion, but keeping in mind that I do not have to cut anything off the paper. Okay, I'm going to cut right in the middle here. See that? I'm going to go again. I'm going to go angular this way. I'll give you one hint. The longer the cuts, the more lyrical forms you get. Okay? Shorter cuts will give you slight shorter corners and all that. Longer the cut, it gives you nice curves and all that along the surface. So now let's do one wavy cut. Let's see how it looks. I'm doing a wavy cut. I have not planned this, okay? So I keep thinking of what to do as I'm going along. And you also have to do that. It's very good not to have something absolutely fixed in your mind before you start. Sometimes you have to start out without having anything fixed in your mind, okay? So you see what I did? I got this paper, I've got this paper, and I've got this paper. Okay, now I'm going to change the view. I'm going to put all these three papers on the table here. Okay, I'm going to take the camera to the table and then we'll start fixing these together and changing these into proper sculptures, into paper sculptures. Okay, fine. Ciao. So let me change the camera. Give me a moment. I'm going to put all the papers here and give me 2 minutes to adjust the camera so that I can give you the best view possible. No one has any questions at this point, right? Good. One clever lot I am teaching, but I can't see you all. I am feeling very bad. If you all are putting your videos on, please do that so I can see what you all are doing. Huh? Okay. Here you go. I've got 3 papers here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to study each paper and see how I can fix it to the other by twisting and turning it. I'm going to take the camera still further away so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, fine. Now, I'm just going to clear the rest of the table so you're not confused. This is my actual table where I work, where I do my sketches and my drawings and all that. Okay, so now we have to actually form things with this. So what we do is, I will pick up this one paper, okay? And I have to twist and turn this. I have to actually play around with this paper without tearing it. And I have to use the Fevi-stick. This is the Fevi-stick, correct? I have to use the Fevi-stick to form forms from it. Now, let me start only by using this one paper so that you know what to do. I'm going to twist this here. I'm going to twist it here like this. Okay, see that? I like the way this is looking. So I'm going to put a little Fevikwik here. I'm going to put a little Fevikwik here. See that? Oopsie. Okay. I'm going to put a little Fevikwik here on the corner. And I'm going to turn it around like this. And I'm going to stick it here. See what I did? Okay, I stuck it here. What did I get? What did I get? I got a round form like this. See that? It's just the starting point. This is our first part that we have stuck. Okay? Do you get a hint from this? See how beautifully the curve has come. Looks very, very sculptural. See that? Okay. Now what I'll do is, of course, there's a lot more pasting to be done in this. But before that, let me connect it to another color. Okay? So I'm going to paste these two together. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put a nice sizable quantity of the glue here. Okay. And I'm going to stick this to this one from here. Let's say I stick it here. Okay. So I've got two colors in my bag now. Okay. I've got two colors joined together. Now let's do a little more. Let's turn and do a little more formation from this. So let me take this green around and probably stick it to the yellow here like this. Okay, on top here. So I put a little gum here. I'm going to put a little gum here, and I'm going to turn it this way and get it like this.
Watching it, maybe sometimes something will be of some use.
Got it? Got that? Slowly. See that? Slowly, I'm going to turn each piece, and I'm still going to do a couple of more fixities before I go on to the orange, before I get in the orange. Okay? So I'm going to do a little bit more of these, so that I can just consolidate this one piece. Okay, so I'm going to turn. I hope you all are doing it along with me. Don't follow my exact same curves. Please do your own design. Okay, so I'm going to turn this. This looks nice to me. This looks nice to me. So I'm going to try and stick it this way. See that? I'm going to try and stick it this way. So I'll have to put the gum here. I'm going to do that. If there's any confusion, let me know. What are we making? We are not making any figurative form. We are not making an elephant, human, animal, insect, anything. We are doing a completely an abstract design. Okay, we are doing a complete abstract design where we are designing it as we go along. Okay, so I'm going to take this part. No, not this. What was I? Here. I'm going to take this part and stick it here. See that? Slowly, I'm compressing the piece into a form whereby you will have no loose ends like this. It will not be loose at all. It will all be tightly packed like this. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a few more fixings of yellow to green before we go on to the third color. Okay. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it, I think it's not bending well here. So let me take this yellow and turn it and put it here. Yeah, fine. This is nice. Okay, so I'm going to remember where I put it, because sometimes by the time I put the gum, I forget where I had stuck it. Okay, where I had planned to stick it. So I'm going to put some gum here and I'm going to stick it here this way. Got it? The idea, believe me, is to have fun. The idea is to have fun whilst you're creating it. Automatically, what you create will be wonderful if you're having fun. Okay? See that? Slowly, slowly, it's getting to be so playful like this. See that? Okay, I'm going to stick this here. Once you get the hang of it, it will move very fast. Okay? In the beginning, it will look as to what the hell am I doing? Why am I bending and sticking this here and there and whatnot? But as you keep going, it's going to get more and more fun. See that? Slowly, slowly, I'm doing connections. Okay, I think now it's time for me to get in the third paper. So what do? I have to figure out where am I going to stick that third paper? Where can I introduce the third color? So I'm going to pick this up and I think I'm going to stick it here, this way. Okay, I think I'm going to stick it here this way. Okay, so I'm going to put the gum here. I'm going to put the gum here. This, do you know what mobile sculptures are? Mobile sculptures are ones which are hung. Okay, they don't rest on the floor, they are hung. And because they are hung, they keep twirling around in the wind. And this, what you're making today, will make an excellent mobile sculpture. If you tie it with a string after it's done, just with the breeze and the wind, it's going to look gorgeous just turning around this way. Okay, see that? It still looks very, very cluttered and unformed. We are still going to work on it. So now let us very cleverly get the red into the equation and see how we can put it here. Okay, see that? Twist and turn the pieces to play around with them. How will they go from here to there? I quite like this. See that? I quite like this way. No, let me try something else. Like I said, I'm also playing around. I haven't studied this or I haven't done this before exactly to know what goes where. Yeah, here. I'm going to do this here. See that? I'm going to stick it like this over here. So I'm going to pick up my piece here. Only apply the gum here. Only apply the gum here. Okay. And I'm going to put this here. This is what I had planned to do. I'm doing exactly that. You know? You can also do this with staplers, but staplers is a little unsafe, especially with children, because you get so excited, you might staple your finger along with the paper. So don't use it. But if someone's joining you who is elderly and is responsible enough, then using a stapler also would be a good idea to get the right fixity. Okay. See that? I'm just holding it tight so that the gum doesn't come out. Okay. You need a good strong fix, because when you twist the elements and stick it, it gets its own strength. Okay. And that makes it very, very strong. It might come out. Yeah, I'm doing this again. See that? I'm going to form this. Now, your intelligence will come when you get this technique and you think, how will I do a figurative work from this? How will I do something that looks like something? How can I make a horse from this? How can I make an elephant from this? You know? Is it possible? Yes, of course it's possible. Very, very possible. See that? Now, so many loose ends. The criterion in this is never to have as many loose ends. Okay? You have to sort of connect all these ends. So there's still so many more to do. So I have all this here left. What do? I'm going to try and make it interesting and take the green through the yellow here. See that? I'm taking the green through the yellow here and sticking it to the orange. Can I stick it to the orange? Let's see. Can I? Yes, I can. I'm going to stick it this way. See that? I'm going to stick it this way. So once again, adequate amount of glue and press it tight so it remains in place. There you go. I'm going to get this here and we press it tight in place. See what's happening? It's standing up by its own now, slowly. See that? It's standing up by its own. Of course, you still have a long way to go. We will connect all the loose ends so it becomes stronger. I also feel that this part can stick here. This part can stick here like this. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit of gum here and consolidate that as well. So I really don't know how many students are here today, but just to give you an idea, when we are doing this live, and I'm sure couple of you must already also been coming there when it was happening live, we have about 80-90 students in one batch. Okay, see what I did? I just twisted it around here. Can I do that, or can I do this? No, it's going too far. So now let me get the red inside. I'm filing the red very aloof. So I'm going to take the red and put it inside over here. See that? See what I did? I put the red inside here. See, I got it from within. Okay. And I'm going to paste it over here, this way. So I'm going to take, there's a cut here. So I'm taking half above and half below like this. See that? See what I did? I took half above and half below. Completely unplanned. Okay. Don't think I've done this as a rehearsal and I've come to you. So I'm going to put some gum here. I'm going to put some gum here. No one has any questions at this stage, right? Just shows how clever you all are. Okay. And I'm going to, where's the gum? Okay, here. I'm going to stick this over here. Got it? So I get half in and half out like this. See that? See what is happening? It's forming a complete, it's called a monocoque design. The full thing is coming out to be like one element. Okay? All getting fused between each other. Look how this looks. If I do a spiral like this, see that? See how the spiral went? Or let me take it more interestingly. Let me see if I can take it from inside like this. Oh, wow. Look at that. So I got it from inside and see what happens. Completely envelopes the red. See that? So I'm going to use that and I'm going to stick it over here. I'm going to stick it over here. Okay. Got it? This way. See what's happening? Imagine if you use 5 colors, 6 colors, 8 colors, what happens? And sometimes imagine using only black and white and see what happens to that also. Okay. Here, I'm going to take this loose end over here. I'm putting a lot more glue on this because I know it's going to otherwise come out. Huh? And I'm going to put it this way. Okay. I'm going to put it this way. Got it? See what's happening to it? Okay. Still few, never leave ends like this. Okay. Never leave empty ends like this. So we are going to go. There's still a lot of empty ends. See this one also. This poor fellow is also floating around here. Okay. So we have to plug him somewhere. So to make it look more interesting, let me do this. Let me do this. See that? So slowly, I'm closing the form into making something sculptural. If you have a good imagination, imagine what this would look like if this abstract piece that we are doing was 20 feet tall. Okay, just imagine. What would this look like if this was in a garden? Okay, and you were just this much. You were just this much and you're looking up to a sculpture like this. It would look fabulous. So what you do is, when you've done it, take it out, hold it up to the sky, and then close your one eye and rotate it around. And imagine it that it's about 20 feet tall. It'll look gorgeous. It'll get much more meaning that way. It's only that because it's so small, you think it's made out of paper, so it's very weak, but it's not. It's the form that is very powerful, and always it happens like that. Okay? You always get very, very powerful forms with something like this. I'm going to stick this here. No, I don't like it. So I'm going to rotate it around and I'm going to stick it right here. Got it? Okay, I'm going to do that. Can I have a look at what you all are doing so at least I can comment on it or something? That'll be make it much more interesting for me also. See that? No loose parts, completely done. Now it can stand on its own. You see that? It can actually stand on its own. I'm going to take the camera low to show you what it looks like from the side. Yeah, there's one person's camera who's come on. Thank you for that. That's Yesha. Yesha, show me. Show Yesha. Very good. Very good, Yesha. Good. Excellent. You followed it very well. Thank God you put your camera on, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing without seeing anyone doing any work. Very good. I'm glad. It's a very good. See this. See my piece. See that? It's a complete, what you say, like a mono. See that? And you understood what I said about putting it against the sky, correct? Am I putting it against the background and see what it looks like? It's come out very well. You know what you can do, Yasha? You can still take more paper, a smaller piece, and integrate it with that. Okay? It will look good. Integrate with that. Hold it up for everyone to see. I think you've done a fabulous job. Turn it around. Turn it around. Superb. Very nice. Imagine making 10, 15 of these in different colors and then hanging it from the ceiling, isn't it? Yeah? So you have a complete set of all this happening there. Very good. I'm glad. Anyone else wants to put the camera on? Thank you, Yasha. Thank you for putting your camera on. Thank you. And anyone else? So I know what you all are up to, so I can take you all further. Yasha, keep adding to that. It'll look nice. So you've got that, right? Take a smaller piece, cut it and add to that. It'll look good. Huh? Try it out. So what am I going to do now with this? Okay. I can actually sort of tie a string and hang this up. So it keeps rotating like this. Okay. Imagine it being out in the sun and rotating like this. Imagine that one day you can make this from transparent plastic of the same color. It will throw some phenomenal shadows on the floor. Correct? So let this workshop be like a term of beginning for you all. It shouldn't be like an ending that you've made this piece and you've forgotten and finished away with it. Okay. Try incorporating more with it. Now, I was telling Yasha that you have to put a small piece of paper. Let me do a smaller piece and show you how I can integrate it with this. Okay. Just so that you get an idea. I'm going to take a completely different color. There's no need for you to worry if you don't have another color right now. This is just to give you all an idea. Okay. I'm taking a dark maroon and I'm cutting up a very, very small piece. Very small piece. Like a 4 inches by 4 inches. Okay. See that? Now I'm going to again put the same cuts, but I'm cutting it thin. See that? I'm putting thinner cuts so that I can get more curves from it. See that? Okay. I'm going to put more curves on it and I'm going to integrate it with that design. I'm not doing a separate one. I'm going to integrate it with that design. Here I'm also going to add a coil. I love doing coils because they open out like springs. They look phenomenal, okay? Just visually. So I'm doing that. I'm going to go deep inside and keep on doing it till I come to the end of the paper. See that? In. Okay. Now, because I've got this and I've seen that I've cut it into very narrow parts. Let me see how I can integrate it. So now I'm going to start from deep inside only. I'm going to take it deep inside the already existing sculpture as if it's like the heart. Okay. As if it's like a heart. And then let me see what happens. Huh? So I'm going to put it inside like this here. I'm going to put it inside here. I'm tucking it inside first. Okay. And I'm going to first, of course, stick it. So I'm going to stick it to this square here. Okay. So first thing I do is, of course, get my gum out. Anyone else wanting to put your video on so I can see what you all are doing? Okay, anyway, this is the last part. No problem. So here, stick this here. Okay. I'm going to stick this green also here so that I form a better, stronger bond with the existing one. See that? I'm forming this and I'm holding it tight together because otherwise the gum will not hold. Huh? Tightly I'm holding it together so that it forms a good bond. And now I'm going to get the spring outside, just like that. See that? I'm going to get the spring and I'm going to envelope it. So not envelope it, sorry, entangle it with this. See that? See what I did? I entangle it with this. Okay? These two parts that are here, I'm going to stick somewhere so it forms a tighter bond. And I think I've decided to put it here. Okay? So I'm going to take this here. I'm going to take this here and put it here this way. Okay? See that? See how many variations, how many colors, how many things you can do with this. It's so fascinating. And now this one here. I'm going to take this here. So again, more gum. Thank God you've got the Fevistick because that's the neatest way to do this. And the quickest way also. If you have liquid gum, otherwise it's too messy. Huh? And I'm going to turn this now. I'm going to turn this and take it here. Okay? You all should all be so thankful to the Kalagora Association for doing this online. People were wondering whether we'll be able to have the festival, how will it work? No one's going to come there to the place and all that. But because they did it online and because they did it this way, so many of you all are able to take advantage of it, correct? So that's a very, very good thing that they're doing. And of course, it definitely is the biggest art festival that you have in the city of Bombay. It's more than 25 years old. Do you realize that? So most of the bachas, of course, you all have too small, but it's 25 years old. Okay. So you have to say thank you to the Kalagora Association for doing this for you all and doing this every year. And of course, hopefully next year we'll be back on the streets again, correct? Everyone's hoping to come out on the streets soon, isn't it? Without any fear, without any sort of, stigma, without any doubt. It'll happen soon. Everyone will be okay, right? So here goes. See that? I've got a piece now, which I feel, this one came out. Like I said, sometimes you have to press it harder because the paper attains a spring-like character. Okay? So there you go. Have a look. This fellow is stubborn. It again came out. I'm going to put some more glue on him. Okay. I'm going to put some more glue on him and I'm going to make sure that he doesn't come out. Now we can't. So, you see that? So this is my sculpture for today. What I want you to take from this is, I want you to understand how only taking simple 2D sheets, you can manage to create something like this. I'm going to change the camera and take it back to me so I can tell you more about this. Okay? And if you want, let me see. Just let me hold on. Let me change the camera to myself. There. Now, have a look at this. See that? If I hang it in space, when I say space, I mean hang it in open air, along with a string, it'll keep moving around like this, correct? And it creates a wonderful illusion. Imagine doing this, okay? Imagine doing this with 20 of these hanging, let's say from a tree or from a side of your room. Imagine a bulb in the center of this little far away so that it lights these colors up and all that, you know? So basically, sometimes if you're keen on doing this, if you're interested in doing it, try doing this only in black and white and then see the effect. It's wonderful. You don't always need color. You don't always need color. Sometimes only a black and white assembly of papers also will give you a wonderful sort of idea about how to work with sculptural surfaces like this. Okay. Now, I have only one thing to leave you with. So everyone's now, of course, connected to the internet. Everyone is smart enough to go and find out. There is a wonderful little scientific thing you can do with cutting paper and sticking it. Okay, it's called the Mobius strip. Mobius. Try it out. I will not tell you what it's about, but it's very interesting. This is your homework, and if you do it, show it to your parents also. It's wonderful. So there's a science of a strip which normally has two sides, but a Mobius strip only has one side. How is that possible? It's very interesting. Try it out in your own homes. And in the meantime, I'm going to hang it outside my studio and say I did this at the Kalagora Arts Festival 2021. So there is some documentation of us being there, correct? I will now throw the floor open to any questions you all have. So please come on. I am, as of today, my work is over. See that? Thank you. I'll still hang around for some questions. Please ask me any questions if you all have. Sonam, if you're there, can you guide us through this? How does it work? Because I'm not seeing anyone. I'm talking to almost a blank screen.
Thank you so much for the wonderful workshop.
Students are only quiet twice like this. One, if they know everything, and secondly, if they're very confused. So I want to know which one it is. Okay, I think everyone is okay, and I think we've done our job. Yep. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And keep working on this. Believe me, it's very interesting. The more you work, the more forms you'll be able to come up with. And it's not only for children, even elders can do it. And it's quite interesting. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. 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 Thank you.